Hey guys, this is Yusuf, and today we'll be taking a look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. Starting off with the design, we really do have a gorgeous device over here. The Microsoft Surface Pro really does bring a lot of features to the table. Starting off with this side of the device, we have our audio jack, our volume up and down keys, our USB 3.0, and our speakers over here. If you look closely, you can see that there's actually the fan actually goes all the way around the device instead of using a really big fan as to not make the device any thicker. Over here is where you would connect your keyboard, which I have on right now. On this side you have your charging cable and your mini HDMI port. Over here is a micro SD slot. On the top we have our power on and off button, our camera, which is, I believe, is 5 megapixels, and a microphone on the top. On the back of the device we have the Windows logo, and something I really like is this detachable kickstand. The device is made mostly of a metal, sort of metal feeling frame. It feels really nice. The cover I have currently put on it is the touch keyboard. I'll get into that later, but the keyboard is really nice. It has a sort of soft touch feel. I also bought the power keyboard, but I haven't gotten that yet. The power keyboard is basically not a touch keyboard, it's actual buttons, and it also has a battery which can keep the device charged up longer. Moving on to the software, the Surface Pro came with Windows 8, but it was upgradable to Windows 8.1 Pro, so that's what I did. Over here you see the display. It's a 10.6 inch display it's a full HD screen, which is really nice because then you'll get a sharp display. The resolution is of course 1920 by 1080, and it's a touch screen. The problem with touch screens is that they're a little bit more glossy, meaning that you get a lot of glare from the screen. The graphics processor for the Surface Pro is the Intel High Definition Graphics 4000, which is actually pretty good. The cameras both measure in at 1.2 megapixels. Now let's get into the stylus. The stylus for the Surface Pro is actually really nice. The reason for this is because it's really easy to use, and it has a nice feature where if the charger isn't plugged in, you can just put it next to it and it'll just snap right in, which is really nice because sometimes some people can lose the stylus. So moving on, the stylus it can basically do anything you can do with your hand. Also, if you use an application such as, for example, OneNote, you can, okay, hold on, I think there's a small setup over here. Okay, so if you add a note, you can use it where your finger can't do any interference with the stylus, so it's really nice because you can do notes and everything without any interference. Also, I can't tell if you can, I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but it has pressure sensing technology, meaning that if you start lightly and then you push harder, the line will actually get thicker as it goes. So that's an added bonus. Also, you can erase using the back side of the stylus, which is also nice. The stylus is black and it comes with a blue tip. So it really matches the color scheme of the Surface Pro. Moving on to let's get back into the software. It comes with all the usual software things you find with Windows. So you'll have Xbox, like Xbox over here. You'll have a bunch of other stuff. You can also get Microsoft Word, of course. And then if you go back to the desktop, you have some other things over here. It's like a normal desktop, and you have the start button, which will bring you back to the Windows Live tiles, which some people don't like, but I think it's okay. In Windows 10, I heard that you'll have the start screen will just be over here, and you'll just click it and it'll bring up like a Windows 7 start screen with the live tiles on the side. So I'm looking forward to that, but this will have to do for now. I really like the Surface Pro because it's actually really light. It's just under 2 pounds, so it's really portable. It's ultra slim too. The width, no, the depth, which means like the thickness, is only 0.53 inches, so it's a really thin display. Okay, now moving on to the keyboard. I have to say I'm actually really disappointed with the touch keyboard because, for example, if I pull up Word, it's not. Do I have to do this for every? Okay. Sorry about that. I was having some trouble getting it up and running. But the keyboard can sometimes not work really well because it's a touch keyboard. So if you don't press hard enough, won't like it won't like register the touches. The reason I got this, I was like, not only was it cheaper, but it was also thinner. But I've changed my mind after using it, and I've ordered the power keyboard, which should be coming soon. So this keyboard everything is basically touch. It's like, it actually feels kind of cheap. I kind of wish I didn't get it. It has like a soft touch, almost like fabric feel. I don't know. Yeah, but that's supposed to not scratch the screen, maybe. So that's basically it for my Surface Pro review. It's actually a pretty great tablet, but that would be for like 2 years ago or a year ago. Right now, obviously, it's very outdated with the Core i5, the 3rd generation. Now there's like much better processors out there. Overall, I have to say that Windows 8 is definitely designed for touchscreen users. As you can see, the tiles can be enlarged for easier use and everything. I don't know why Windows did this, especially since at the launch of Windows 8 there weren't that many touchscreen tablets, so maybe that's why people didn't like it as much. One of the things I do like, however, is the customizability. As you can see, I have background changed over here. You can change a lot of things on the Surface Pro. Okay, well, that'll do it. Okay, guys, that was my review for the Microsoft Surface Pro. I'll be coming out with a new video next week. Remember, guys, subscribe for more videos. For the Super Bowl, I think the Seahawks are going to win. Make sure you drop down a comment of who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Peace.